Hey there, thank you for joining me, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. In today's episode, we're going to focus on the questline for Uniegost, and we're going to finish that questline in this episode. So this episode is going to be completely dedicated to questing, and if that's not your cup of tea, then I would simply advise you skip this one, because otherwise you're going to be pulling your hair out. Most of all, I also will be reading as much as I can from the questline, from the dialogue. I will do my best. At some point I might skip and go blah 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 blah, because otherwise I will very likely lose my voice. So we start off with the quest to find some owl for Sambor. Okay, so we have arrived at Sambor, and if I look at the map, there's a little circle. I guess that's where the owl can be. Where's my bow? Get my bow out. Not really sure if we can track him with the inspector mode or how this works. I'm trying to listen to the bird sounds, but not sure. Okay, I hear something, but it's really soft. Okay. Now I can hear an owl. Left, it looks like. I'll be in the circle. Oh. Okay. Oh, is he imitating an owl or something? Go away, I'm working. What are you doing here? It's none of your business. Oh, I believe it is. You're the damned owl, aren't you? No idea what you're talking about, mate. I'd leave it if I were you. Do you even know what you're doing? Yeah, earning the easiest coins of my life, that's all that matters to me. Oh, really? Well, I've been sent to kill the noisy owl. Are you trying to threaten me? Be very careful of your next words. Not at all. It's not me you should be afraid of, but my employer. Yeah, and who's that supposed to be? Sambor? Well, I don't know any wait, did you say Sambor? Yeah, that's right. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I was just hired to come in here from time to time to pretend to be an owl. I had no idea I was crossing your boss. I'll leave and never come back. Please, just let me be. Relax, just tell me who hired you and be on your way. You think you can just walk away from this like that? Sambor's pissed. I'm gonna do that one. Just let me go, I'm begging you. I'll do whatever you want. First of all, tell me who hired you. It was Wolrad. He lives in a place called Tutki. That's all I know, I swear. Okay, I might try to convince Sambor to go easy on you, but I would need something from you for it. Anything. I want everything that Wolrad paid you. Let's do that. Nah. You won't like it, I can promise you that. Let's do that one. I'll do it, just please have mercy on me. Are you really sure there's no coming back from it? What do you want me to do? Tell me a joke. Are you serious? Okay, never mind, I'll just go to Sambor. No, wait, let me think of one. Alright. What's the difference between stabbing a man and killing a hawk? You tell me. One is assaulting with intent to kill, the other one is killing with intent to assault. This joke may be even worse than a deed you've done before. Haha, it's so bad I love it. Now give me everything that Wolrad paid you and get out of here. I'll do the first one. I'm sorry, I might have another one. Go on. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between you and me, something smells. Let's say that this is good enough. We got 100 coins. Dynasty rep only 50, so that is really not going to help us with recruiting. And now we have to go to Sambor. Then he's probably going to tell us who this Wolrad is. Where's Sambor at? Ah, he's sitting there, okay. I took care of your owl. Is it dead? No, but he's gone and won't be back. I know that it will sound mental, but that wasn't really an owl. It was a man hired to pretend to be one. What are you talking about? It's absurd. Believe me, I know. He was supposedly hired by a man called Wolrad. ... Do you know him? Ha ha ha, that son of a bitch. Ha ha ha, he really got me. So you do. Of course I know him. He was one of us. The Undying Fist. Oh, here we go again. Was he really the owl? Said he lives in a place called Tutki. Yeah, it's not far from here. He lives there with his family selling donkeys. I guess that fits, because he was always an ass. I would love to meet him. And you will, because you will deliver a parcel to him from me. No problem, what is it? A special surprise, but you need to come back later, and I need some time to prepare it. Actually, come back tomorrow. I'll make it grander. Alright, see you tomorrow. Oh, boy. It's probably going to be a bag of manure or something. What is it now? Is the parcel ready? Yes, all nice, warm and ready. Did you say warm? No, did you? I'm pretty sure that. Here it is. Go to Tutki and give it to Wolrad himself, as you wish. Yeah, I think we know what it is. Oh, there's Wolrad. Well, I'll be damned. Excuse me. One is bright, the other dark, both filled with a spark. Your eyes, you must be Rassimer. Well, it's actually Rassi. Never mind. How do you know my name? I knew your uncle. Lorden or Jordan, whatever. Besides, I've always been good with names. Uniegost. What are you doing here? I would never think to see you in the flesh. Sambor sent me to you. He asked me to deliver this parcel. Oh, my sweet child. I would throw that away immediately if I were you. What? Why? Well, taking that I know this guy for over 20 years and that I can smell this parcel from over here, I can guarantee you that it contains his feces. Gross. What the heck is wrong with him? Well, he couldn't fool a master prankster, but he sure pulled a number on you. A number 2. Ha ha ha. That's extremely childish. Thank you, Radamar. I'm doing my best to stay in good shape. That was not supposed to be a compliment. Anyway, I hope that bag of crap was not the only thing bringing you to me. Of course not. I've been actually talking with Uniegost and Sambor about the pack. So you know, amazing. I was afraid that I'll let the cat out of the bag. We had to be very careful not to share our business with anyone. Always trying to be invisible, anonymous. Well, that must have been weird for Jordan when he became the Castellan. All this attention. My uncle was the Castellan. Yes, he was. And Uniegost took over that position after he died. Didn't you know that? No, Uniegost never mentioned it. Must have slipped his mind. I would love to hear more stories. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about my uncle. Good thing you found me then. I love reminiscing all the adventures of the Menacing Phantoms. Menacing Phantoms? That was the name of the pack. They didn't tell you that? Those old farts and their memory problems. I'm going to tell you all about it. But first I need your help, you see. A large pack of wolves formed in the forest nearby. I'm afraid that they will attack us at any moment now. Oh great. Oh my, that sounds really serious. It is. That's why I need to build a palisade as soon as possible. I already have a plan for it. It won't be as much as palisade with a wooden maze all around Tutki. That way the wolves will get lost, confused, and less likely to attack. Well, that doesn't sound right. I've got all the necessary tools. All I need is some logs, and that's where I need your help. Sure thing. Blah, 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 blah. He wants 1,000 logs. 1,000? Quickly. Rum pum pum. There's no time to waste. And dialogue. I think he really wants 1,000 logs. No way. Can we talk to him? Must be a joke or something, right? Just to make things clear, you were pranking me with the logs, right? What do you mean? The wolves are... Yeah, you got me. I was just messing around, but there's something I'd like your help with, actually. I need you to kill my cow. Right. Is it sentenced for treason? Probably collaborated with those wolves, huh? I'm afraid this time is not a joke. We've bought this cow a few years back. Her name is Marilla. She stopped giving milk a while ago. My wife insists that we butcher her because soon the meat will become inedible. But I just can't. She feels like a part of the family now. Crits grew up along with her. We're all sharing memories together. You share memories with a cow. Oh, don't be like that. You know what I mean. Will you put her down? Just do it out of my sight. I don't want to kill your cow, man. Told it to my wife. She keeps pushing and pushing, and I'm just not able to do it. Okay, let me see what I can do. Talk to Amanda. My God. Oh, that's the donkey girl. Okay. Amanda. Hello. Hello. You're Wolrad's wife, I presume? That's me, Amanda. You are? My name is Rasimir. I'm Jordan's nephew, or rather, I was. I'm sorry, honey. I've never met your uncle, but Wolrad and him sure were close friends. What can I help you with? I'm actually here to help you with your problem. Wolrad told me about Marilla. Oh. Are you going to help this big baby with slaughtering it? No. So you're just as useless as him. Why don't you do it yourself then? What do you mean? Why don't you kill the cow? Clearly the one bother with it. And why would I? She's just... It's a man's job. My mother used to kill chickens all the time when I was little. Of course I could do it as well, but he could be the one to learn how to deal with tough choices, hard decisions. Wolrad is too soft for this world. Did he ever tell you what him and Jordan did for a living? Yeah, they were traveling merchants of some sort. Why do you ask? No reason. Listen, I might be out of line, but I don't think you should force your husband like that. You are out of line, young man, and I don't know anybody that would get attached to a farm animal like that. It's not weakness, it's compassion, and it should be cherished, not punished. Blah, blah, blah. But he's so, you're right. He's just the way he is, and I do love him for it. I guess we'll manage without meat this season. Money is tight at the moment. I'm sure you got by, blah, blah. Let me help you with that. I know my way around bow and spear. Let's do that one. Do you really mean that? That would be an enormous aid, of course. How much meat do you need? 30 pieces will suffice. I'll be back with dinner. Oh, great. 30 pieces of meat. Where are we at again? Dot key? Okay. Well, I guess I have to do some hunting here. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but we got it done. Whoa, okay. I got your meat. Thank you, Rasimir. You've done us a tremendous favor. And I'm not talking just about the meat. I'm happy to help, Amanda. Here, take this for your work. I hope it will be useful to you. A potion of health. Okay, great, great. And we have to talk to her husband again. Where's he at? How'd it go? What would you say if I told you that Marilla is all well and Amanda is happy with it? I would call you a liar, kiss you, and propose. You better make me the happiest man in the valley then, hubby. Oh my god. Are you serious? How did you accomplish that? I guess you'll never know. Oh my god. I can live with that, kiddo. Thank you, Rapunzel. Thank you a million times over. What about a story about the pack then? Oh god, okay. Well, I'm gonna click through this, guys, because otherwise it will take me an hour. I will click slowly so you can kind of pause and read it if you want to, or if you're a fast reader you can keep up. Okay, so the story, I'm not sure if you have been able to keep up, but the story is kind of taking a twist, and I think it's going to be a dark twist, because this guy was basically saying that Jordan was kind of the guy in command, and that Kestrel was his number 2, and Uniegost is acting like Uniegost kind of took over from Jordan. So we have to talk to Uniegost now.
How can I help you?
There's Uniegost. Hello, Uniegost. Long time no see. Long time indeed, Rasimir. How have you been? Great. I've met Wolrad recently. I'm glad. Seems that you're following the path of Jordan's past just like you wanted to. I do. That's why I'm here, actually. I wanted to ask you about Kestrel. Oh, so you've heard about her? Yes. Wolrad mentioned her name, but nothing else. Not my story to tell, he said. ... Uniegost. That's really strange. Why would he say it like that? Strange indeed. Yes, guess. She was part of the pack and that would be it. Your attempt at being casual seems like you're having a stroke. You're right, sorry. I just wasn't prepared for that topic. For her. You see, Kestrel was... I remember the day we met. Me, Jordan, and Sambor were coming back from one of the missions. It was truly spectacular. Heist, ruse, battle, revolution. Failure. Long story short, we were forced to take a shortcut through the river and lost most of our equipment in the process. Our mounts as well. After a few days of roaming the woods, we've come across a small village. We were way too exhausted to even think of trying something elegant. So we decided to just take the horses from the stables and leave some money behind. So we did just that. We started riding the horses out of the village in a hurry, and when we suddenly heard a loud whistle, horses stopped in place immediately, as if they were enchanted. Jordan fell off. Sambor was kicking the horse with all his strength, but it wouldn't even budge. And then we heard a voice. Okay. If you boys want to keep your peckers and heads attached to your body, we'll get off my horses and start running. I looked behind me and saw the most beautiful woman I've ever seen holding a bow, with an arrow pointed right at my eye. At that moment, your uncle managed to get off the ground, pissed his hack, and started giving her a piece of his mind. So he moved her bow a little and released the arrow. She shot him. Without a blink, me and Sambor almost died from laughter. What? Why? That was the first and pretty much only person that we've met who made Jordan look like a fool. A child even. The sight of Jordan bleeding and us laughing at that must have been the strangest thing. She sure thought that we were some kind of loonies. I'm certain that she did. We ended up spending the whole day together. She tended to Jordan's wound, who didn't say a word to her this entire time. And me and Sambor were basically begging her to join us. When we explained our mission to her, which we haven't done ever before to a stranger, she said yes, just like that. There wasn't even a pinch of fear in that woman, bravest soul that was ever born. Her only condition was that we take all of the horses. She didn't have any family besides those animals, and families shall never be left behind. There was 5 of them. Some might call it coincidence, the other destiny. The 5th was for Wolrad, right? Indeed it was. The steed's name was Burr, which makes it totally fitting to the future owner. Burr was carrying our bags for almost a year before he got himself a rider, and those two became best friends, I'll tell you that. But getting back to Kestrel, Jordan didn't like her at first. Only time I've ever seen him insecure like that. He didn't put a spell on her with just a glance, like every other woman, so he resented her for it. Listen. For a while at least, because soon everything fell into place. Sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. No way to get around that. Same thing was with Jordan. He always got what he wanted, and that was to be admired and desired. She didn't have a chance really. They were together, Kestrel and Jordan. Well, it started as a fling, but isn't that how every love starts? Soon they became inseparable. If I didn't know Jordan so well, I'd say she changed him. But he didn't change, he couldn't. He just enjoys his new game, a relationship. Even Sambor realized it at some point. Everyone did, except Kestrel. Jordan soon became bored with his game, like with any other, so he went back to seducing and having fun with other women. But now there was another challenge for him, another thrill of keeping it a secret from Kestrel. It was painful to watch, really painful, especially when I loved them both so much. You mean loved like family, right? Rasimir, I've loved Kestrel right from the moment she pointed that arrow at me. Never stopped. But I've always been shy, and living in Jordan's shadow only worsened that. So I kept it to myself for years until I didn't. What do you mean? We started having an affair. Oh my god. So you betrayed Jordan? Nothing is black and white, dear Rasimir. You certainly learn it with age. We all live in infinite shades of grey, but yes, that's undeniable. I've hated myself for it, and I hated him for hurting the love of my life. For making me lie to her and keep his dirty secrets, while I had one of my own. It was exhausting, to be honest, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't lose her. And she couldn't stop loving him as well. I'm not judging you, Uniegost. That sounds excruciating. That's not the end of the story. Oh, Lord. It all went downhill when she got pregnant. I couldn't eat or sleep. I started distancing myself from her. The unknown was killing me. Was Jordan the father? Did I lay with a woman carrying another man's child? Or maybe it was mine, and I wasn't going to raise it, but instead live as his uncle, in a lie, like a coward. I had the darkest of thoughts rushing through my mind at this time. I still blame myself for it. Did I wish it to happen? Wished what? The baby was stillborn. I wanted to die with it on that day, but I felt relief at the same time. What kind of a person feels relieved in a situation like that? When Jordan left the room, I wanted to see his eyes. I wanted to be sure. To finally know what to feel. She didn't let me. I joined Jordan in his grief. We drank and cried all night. I was pretending to be just an empathetic brother. But I was scum. A scum with a grief of his own. The child's little body was burned in the morning. I couldn't get back to being with Kestrel after that. And neither could Jordan. So she lost 3 of her men on that day, all consumed by the flames. blown away by the wind and smoke and dust. Uniegost, I'm so sorry, I had no idea that you've been through. Blah blah blah. You have nothing to be sorry for, my child. I was trying to tell you that from the very beginning. Don't envy the lives we have lived. We were trying to do some good, to make some change, but we were not heroes and we're still paying the price of it. I need to see her, Uniegost. You said that all of you ended up in the valley. I don't know where she lives. She didn't want to be found, not by me, and I've never looked. But I'm pretty sure that Sambor knows. You can try with him. Be well, Rosamir, if you see her, tell her that. Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh my god. So now we have to go back to Sambor again. Alright, we're back at Sambor. We're just gonna wake him up. Sambor, I need to know where to find Kestrel. I see, and you want to know it right away? Yes. Because the matter is urgent, it cannot wait? Yes. Splendid. Then it seems that I have all the leverage. I have an errand for you to run. Oh my god. Are you seriously going to exploit me like that? Precisely. What needs to be done? He wants some items. Beets, onions, cabbages and carrots. Okay. Okay, he just wants his veggies, I guess. And it just sucks because he lives so far away and you cannot use any cab service to get here. It's horrible. Alright, we're back with all the veggies. We're gonna wake him up again. Here's your stupid food. Let's see if it's all there. Okay, so we want to know where Kestrel is. In Honica. Ah, okay. Alright, we have arrived in Honica, but it looks like we have to track her down somehow, because it looks like it's a zone where we have to find her in, I guess. Kind of strange. What is that? Oh, okay. Guess we found her. I stand up next to a mountain and I chop it down with the edge of my hand. Well, I pick up all the pieces and make an island. Might even raise a little sand. Kestrel, is that you? I'm Rosamir, Jordan's nephew. Waits at the window, wearing the face that he keeps in a jar by the door. Who's it for? Kestrel, are you there? Do you hear me? Until the rainbow burns the stars out of the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the day is night and night becomes the day, until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Okay, so she's drunk. We need a potion of sobriety. We went to Veronica because, if I'm not mistaken, there's a Norbert. Just have to find the guy. Hey Norbert.
Hello. Whatever you need.
Let's see if he has a potion. Sobriety. That's what we need. Alright.
Goodbye.
Now we have to go back. And something tells me that the moment she sobers up, we're gonna listen to a whole other story again. Okay. I'm back. It's all going to be okay. Just drink this. Yes, you're very much alive, Kestrel. My name is Rosamir. Jordan was my uncle. Of course, your eyes. Now I understand. I'm sorry. I've been quite distant lately. Please don't mind this mess. It was some badgers that got in through the windows. Blah blah blah. I don't want to be rude, but I've already spoken with Uniegost. I've actually met Sambor and Wolrad as well. I know about your mission. Very good to hear that. I wasn't ever a good liar. That's what. A friend of mine did it pretty well. Yes, your friend Jordan. I know about that too. I see you know a lot, kid. No more bullcrap for you then. I think we're going to read the story again, so I will kind of click through this. So the pack was together for at least 12 years. They kind of wanted to call it quits. They want to settle down in the valley. Okay, Jordan was acting weird. So they wanted to loot the town hall. Okay, Jordan apparently kills the informant. So apparently Jordan had his own little plan that didn't involve the others, and he was acting kind of freaky. Okay, so they got on their horses and escaped. Okay, so nobody trusted him anymore, blah blah blah. So they all started to split up. So she's talking a little bit more about what Jordan was like. He was truly brilliant, blah blah blah. Okay, so Jordan knew about the affair. Okay, so apparently she was not pregnant from Jordan, but Uniegost. Whatever. It keeps going on and on and on. And here we go. This is kind of what I was expecting. That Jordan did not die of natural causes. Maybe I'm wrong. She thinks he was murdered. So Uniegost claims that Jordan died peacefully in his sleep. Okay. Okay, so she knows the location of the medic that examined Jordan's body. So I'm pretty sure we have to go to that person. Okay. Well, now we have to talk to the medic. And of course, he's going to be in the mountains. Great. Alright guys, we have to talk to the medic. His name is Dyter. And he's located in this area. So this area is surrounded with wolves and wyvern. And I was able to track him down. So here he is. Let's have a chat. So he's yelling right off the bat. Who's coming? Hello, I'm looking for a medic. Is that you? What? Who are you calling a relic? I said a medic. What? A medic. What? A medic. Oh well, that's me. And who are you? My name is Rosimir and I... Don't bother, I won't remember anyway. What do you want? I wanted to ask you about... Wait, you're not my grandson, are you? No. Phew, that's good. I was afraid you were. Good thing I never had children then. If you didn't then, how could I... Whatever. It's about Jordan. Do you remember Jordan? Of course I do. He was the Castellan who died. Great shame. He was one of the good ones. I've been told that you have seen his body. Who told you that? I haven't seen anything. Go away. Please, it's really important. I have to know how he died. It was years ago. I don't remember. I'm old, you know. Shouldn't be asking about such things anyway. Well, I need to know the truth, and you're the only one who can help me. Why? Because I don't have any leads besides this one. Why do you need to know? I'm his nephew. I came to the valley after I've lost my parents in the war, looking for him. He was the only relative I had left. Listen, kid, it would be better if you dropped it, seriously. So you don't have a hearing problem after all. Safety reasons, and for the same reason I won't be telling you anything about Jordan. Please, you must help me. I'm not joking, boy. Do you think I enjoy living all alone in the wilderness like this? I don't want to end up the same way as Jordan. So he really was murdered. I've already said too much. Leave. No, please, I'm begging you. I'll do whatever it takes to find out who did this. I really can't, kiddo. I want to die on my own terms and not due to metal poisoning. What if I could help you leave the valley, make you safe? I don't know. This is my home and you're living in the woods scared for your life. That's not the way to spend your last days, wouldn't you agree? Damn you, you reasonable youngling. Alright, if you'll get me a horse and some supplies, I'll tell you what I know. Great, I'll get on it. I'll need somebody to escort me on the way as well. Even if they wouldn't find me, there are still bandits and wild beasts on the way. Okay, I'll find you someone to protect you during your travel. And I want a wife as well. Forget it. It was worth a try. I'll come back. Okay, so we have to talk to Kestrel. I hope we don't have to buy a horse for this guy. Okay, let's see what Kestrel has to say. How did it go? You were right, Jordan was murdered. To be honest, I was hoping that I was just paranoid, but it's true after all. Do you know who's the killer? I don't, not yet. The old medic is completely cowed. He spent the last years living by himself in a tent in the forest pretending to be infirm. Damn, isn't there any way to convince him? I found one. We need to arrange his escape from the valley. Great work, Rosimir. What do we need to get for him? A horse, some supplies, and someone to protect him on the way. Okay, leave the horse to me. I've always had a way with horses. I'm close with Leonard, owner of the nearby stable, so I'm sure I'll figure something out. You'll need to get the rest. For supplies, we should give him some coins, preserved meat, and a water skin filled to the rim. As for the protector, try talking with Domagoj. He lives in Zazerica and owes me a favor. He should do. I remember him being pretty agile. Okay, I'll be on my way. Okay. Well, it's sending us all over the place. He's here in here somewhere. There he is. Hello there. Domagoj? I have no clue. I've come to ask for your help. You don't like wasting time, do you? I'm sorry, it's just the matter is pressing. And how am I involved in all of this? Kestrel said you owe her one. She said that? Damn this woman. I thought she'd just like me back. I don't know the details of your arrangement. Never mind. What does she need? There's an old man who needs escort during his travel out of the valley. It shouldn't take more than 2 days. Sorry, I can't help you. But why? I don't have my crossbow anymore. Let's just say it broke. Broke due to me being an idiot and losing it in some stupid riddle game. And if I get you a new crossbow, then I'll do it. I'll be back with your weapon. Angler without a cause. Get a crossbow. Let's double check to make sure that he needs some specific crossbow. Riddle game. That's the woman in Barovo. And where we did the riddle game with her before. Oh, this is going to be fun. Alright, so we're going to go on our way to Barovo, I guess. We are back in Barovo. And now we have to look for the riddle woman. I think she's in that house, so maybe... No, is that her? There she is. Hello, Ida. You again. This time I need Domagoj crossbow from you. Oh no, not you again. I'm not playing with you anymore. Come on, don't be like that. Nope, forget it. How much for it then? The coins won't be good this time as well. I need you to do something for me. I'm in a time-critical situation. It won't take long. Okay, what is it? I need you to get me some fish, and they better be fresh. Okay, I don't have time to argue with you. I'll get you your damn fish. Oh, look at this lady. That's awesome. Fish. Okay, fish meat, 20. Well, we have a good fisher, so we should have some in stock. Let me get my donkey. There he comes. There we go. I've got your fish. Take it. And what happened to your manners? They went where the sun don't shine. Give me the crossbow. Here, finally. Bye. Wait, don't you want to know what I need all the fish for? Maybe another time. Okay, that's kind of strange. Alright, here he is. Recognize this. My old crossbow, how did you get it? I've awoken my inner angler. I think I don't want to ask for the details. The only thing that matters is that it's back in my hands. Tell Kestrel that I'm ready when she is. Will do. Great. So now we have to go back to Honica. We're back with all the required items. Great. Now what about Domagoj? I've convinced him he's waiting for your signal. Very good. And I've managed to get us a horse. Looks like we have everything we need. That's right. Let's not waste any more time now. Go to the meeting and tell him that everything will be waiting for him in Honica as soon as he gives you the name. Wish me luck. Okay. Where's my donkey? We're back. It's kind of getting dark, so let's hurry this up. If you're a bandit, better go back. Everything is ready and awaiting you in Honica. And how can I be sure to trust you? Because I'm Jordan's blood. And same as him, I always keep my word. Damn you, son. If it wasn't for those eyes. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Then I'm out of here. And I advise you to do the same. Just tell me. I was awakened in the middle of the night. A cloaked man said there had been an accident and someone was in need of my attention. I wasn't thinking much of it. That's part of my duty, and I was half asleep on top of that. So I grabbed my mantle and walked out with the stranger. Rain was pouring down from the sky, so heavily it almost hurt. I've realized that the man was taking me to the Castellan's house. I asked him about it and he confirmed. The accident happened to the Castellan, he said. His voice was so faint I could barely understand him. We went into the house and there I saw Jordan. It was clear to me that I had been lied to. I wanted to run, but the cloaked man blocked the way out. Why was it clear? What did you see? Jordan's throat was sliced open. ... He looked peaceful, as if he was sleeping. His eyes were closed. The wound was elegant. The cut was really precise. I wonder if Jordan had even realized he was dying. The man spoke to me with the same faint voice as before. He told me to burn the body as soon as the rain stopped. That way I won't even need to lie, because everybody will presume a disease. So that's exactly what I did. And he helped me move the body and light it up, helped me scrub the blood off the floor and burn the sheets. He was very polite, calm but not cold. In the end, he asked me if he needed to threaten me with death. I denied. It was clear to me from the moment I saw the blood. I went back to my affairs and never told anything about it to anybody. Then a couple of weeks later, I've run from Gustovia, fearing for my life. Because the man in the cloak became the Castellan himself. No, it can't be. I'm sorry, my child. You're lying. He would have never done it. I'm sorry. What was his name? You know his name. Tell me his name. Uniegost. And Dyter. Okay. So now, we have to talk to Uniegost. We're back in Gustovia. Time to talk to Uniegost. There he is. Let's put the light on, so we can actually interrogate him. Hello. Hello there, dear Rasimir. How's life treating you? Like a father. What do you mean? Strict but fair, I guess. Very mature of you to say. You really are growing, seeing more and more of those shades of grey, huh? I do, but grey still consists of black and white. Things are still good and bad, right and wrong, it doesn't change that. I never said it does. Tell me more about my uncle. I'm not sure if I have time for stories. I'm certain you'll find some. Alright, maybe one story. Haha. I just remembered a good one. Me, Jordan and Wolrad were trying to catch this rooster who swallowed a bunch of pearls, and tell me about his death. Oh, Rasimir, I've told you already that he passed away in his sleep. But people usually don't die during sleep, do they? Time is merciless. Jordan was an old man already. Did he die of old age then? No. A disease? Some ravaging sickness? No. Then how come he didn't wake up in the next morning? Rasimir, I've never lied to you. So why start now, huh? I knew this day would come. Finding words to describe it, to explain, it seems abstract, undoable. But the silence has been burning a hole in my chest for far too long. I did it, Rasimir. I killed my best friend, my brother. Don't call him that. I understand your pain, your feeling of betrayal. But I'm begging you, believe me that it brought me no pleasure whatsoever. Why? It's complicated. Okay, let's see, we have several options here. Was it greed? Was it jealousy? Was it vengeance? Let's go for the jealousy one. It wasn't easy, being rather Jordan's friend than myself, but I didn't blame him for it. He was a star, bright, shining, always in the center of attention. It was his nature, not mine. I was comfortable in the shade, safe, and it was my fault for getting too attached to it, so much that I was afraid of leaving its comfort. Didn't you envy his skills, his mind? Of course I did. We all did. Jordan was a genius. Who wouldn't want that? The question is, who would kill for it? Probably many, but that wasn't the case for me. I was always proud of being able to know him, to work with him. Let's just go to option 4. So why did you do it? Out of fear. Of Jordan's doings, of what he could become after he killed that man in Navis. I've stayed with him, where everyone else left, but I couldn't stop thinking about what he did, how little it bothered him. He was angry at them for breaking up the pack, but he didn't see his fault in it. And what was the worst, he didn't even seem troubled by taking a man's life. That's when I started wondering, has he done that before? Jordan didn't want to stop the mission. I convinced him that it was time for it and that we should move to the valley. I thought we could put all of what happened behind us, just rest and try to find happiness in the little things. But Jordan had a restless mind. For him, not moving up, not breaking another barrier, was torture. When we arrived here, there was only a couple of villages. We built ourselves a house in Gostovia. I truly believed that this would be enough, but not for Jordan. A week had not passed when he declared that he wanted to travel and meet the king, and that he's planning on doing it alone. 2 weeks later he came back as the new castellan of the valley. He moved into his own house for appearances, as he called it. Since that moment he was getting more and more distant from me, from anyone really. I'd been seeing him walking around Gostovia like a true leader, shaking hands, hugging babies, making small talks, always with a big smile on his face. He really seemed great if you didn't know what was hiding behind that smile. We were living right next to each other, and yet after some time we were talking only a couple of times a year. He was afraid of me, afraid of his moral compass. He didn't want me to restrict him anymore. Conscience was a burden, so he got rid of it entirely, and that's when his worst side took control of him. I didn't see any shred of sincerity left, just a constant mask. Years went by. He was going more and more often to meet with the king. So one day I started a little investigation, and what I found out sickened me. Jordan has become the very thing he swore to eradicate. A fast-up lord, whoring around with his filthy friends, getting rich off people's misery. He was benefiting from wars, selling weapons, shaking hands with rapists just to be in their good graces. He had to be stopped. It took me months, years, to get to it. And I feel responsible for every wrong that he had done during this time. I should not have hesitated, but killing my own brother, it felt unimaginable. Yet I knew I was the only one who could do it. I sneaked into his house during heavy rain. He was sleeping so peacefully, as if all the sinister thoughts had left him for the night. I was staring at his face for what felt like ages before I took out my blade, made one clean cut and it was over. He didn't even open his eyes, and just like that, it was done. You know what's going to happen now, right? You will pay for what you've done. I do, and I'm not going to fight it. Whatever you decide, I will accept. Okay, so we have several options again. First one is, I understand you, your reasons. It required a strong will and a good heart to do what you did, but the blood has been spilled. You never leave the valley and never come back. Okay, so we banish him. You don't deserve forgiveness, killing your family just because you think it's right, but I will not let you die a self-proclaimed martyr. You will live with the guilt of what you've done. Okay, they'll banish him as well. You're right, everything is soaked in grey. I don't condemn you for your decisions. However, you took a man's life, and by the law of the king, it's punishable by death. Awesome, awesome. You are a murderer. None of your lies will change that. The only thing you deserve is death. You will be hanged for what you've done, and I hope you will never know rest. Okay, so we can decide his fate. Okay. Well, we're very peace-loving people, so I think we're actually going to have him executed, because that will bring peace to the valley. Are we going to do the murder, we're going to hang him, or we're going to send him to the king? Let's hang him. I'm all for it.
You murdered my kin, my blood. You took his place, the same ways you took his woman. And you wanted to take away his good name as well. You're a vicious snake, Uniegost. Killing you is merciful, because I cannot imagine anything more sickening than living in your skin. As your rotting body will be pecked by the crows, let that be a lesson for everyone. Nobody harms my family and lives.
Okay. Well, what happens now? Is everybody going to get a morale boost, or is it morale penalty, or is there a new Castellan now? Do we have to pay taxes, or are we done with that? Or a lot of questions. Wow. Oh, there's a new Castellan. See that? There's a little icon. I think this is the new one. Who's this? No, it can't. Okay, there's a Castellan here somewhere. Ulrich. Let's talk to Ulrich. This person is not interested in talking to you right now. Okay. So they have a new Castellan. And that basically means that we'll still have to pay taxes, and for the rest nothing changes. We just, well, we got justice for the uncle, I guess, in some way. Alright, guys. Well, it has been a long episode. I'm going to leave it here. And I thank you for watching, especially the ones that were able to stay with me and hang out with me for the whole trip. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.